Today, you are going to listen to a selection about turkeys in the wild. The author will describe wild turkeys, where they live, what they eat, and how they grow. Let's watch a short video about wild turkeys.
Turkeys that are raised on farms are called domesticated turkeys. Turkeys that live away from farms are called wild turkeys. Wild turkeys are found in many parts of the United States. They live in small flocks and feed on fruits, seeds, and insects. Wild turkeys like to forage for food in open fields with tall weeds or grass. What would we learn about turkeys if we attached a small camera to the turkey's neck? How does the turkey observe the world? Wild turkeys move fast. You can get a feeling for its jerky head movements and see how it uses its long neck to look all around its environment.
What turkeys eat for Thanksgiving. Most people think of a turkey as a golden brown bird that comes out of an oven. But let's think for a moment about turkeys having dinner instead of being dinner. Long before any humans arrived in North America, millions of wild turkeys were strutting around in the woods. They're still there, in the forests from coast to coast. Although it may be hard to catch a glimpse of them, they can run as fast as horses, and they can fly up to 55 miles per hour. Wild turkeys are big birds with big appetites to match. They gobble almost everything in sight. They eat lots of ordinary bird food such as seeds, berries, and insects, but they don't stop there. They also gulp down frogs and lizards, salamanders and snakes, grapes and grass, and even crabs and cactus fruits. They don't chew their food because turkeys have no teeth. Like other birds, they swallow their meals in chunks, then wait for their gizzards to grind everything up. The gizzard is a tough, muscular sort of stomach with hard ridges inside. As the muscles squeeze tight, the ridges crush the food. There are usually stones inside too, which the bird has swallowed to improve the grinding action. You can see a gizzard in the bag of giblets packed inside a grocery store turkey. Scientists have done experiments with turkeys to find out just how tough their gizzards are. In the 1600s, an Italian professor named Giovanni Borelli pushed glass balls and lead cubes down the throats of several unfortunate turkeys. By the next day, the glass balls were crumbled and the metal cubes were flattened. About 100 years later, another Italian, Lazzaro Spallanzani, discovered that a turkey gizzard could break up surgical knife blades. So, if a wild turkey swallows hard acorns or pecans with shells, no problem. Turkeys eat together in family groups. A whole flock will march through a forest, its members clucking to keep track of each other. The turkeys scratch through the fallen leaves with their feet to find nuts or pine seeds. At night, they fly up into the trees and roost together. Baby turkeys can walk almost as soon as they hatch. They follow their mothers around for protection from turkey eaters such as bobcats, foxes, and owls. The babies eat lots of food, especially grasshoppers, and they grow fast. They can fly when they are only 2 weeks old. Hundreds of years ago, before any Europeans came to America, Native Americans hunted wild turkeys in the woods. They ate them and used their sparkly, multicolored feathers to decorate clothes, arrows, and blankets. They even made beads and spoons out of turkey bones. When the Pilgrims arrived in Massachusetts, they started eating the same wild turkeys the Indians were already eating. Naturally, several turkeys ended up in the first Thanksgiving dinner in 1621. That is how our custom of having turkey on Thanksgiving got started. That was nearly 400 years ago. Most of us don't find wild turkeys on our dinner plates now. The turkeys we buy at the grocery store are extra heavy ones that were raised on turkey farms. Those turkeys are not smart enough to survive in the woods. The only thing they ever eat is turkey feed made from ground corn and soybeans with vitamins and minerals added. But it's fun to imagine what would happen if a real live wild turkey showed up at your house on Thanksgiving. It could gobble up the salad greens, the fruits, the corn, some chestnuts or mushrooms from the stuffing, pecans from the pie. Hey, do you ever serve grasshoppers?